Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 118 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. My name's Geige, and I'm here with Dan, of course. Dan, how are you doing?
Doing excellent. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a good week. Lots of exciting things going on. For anyone new here, Dan and I are the founders of StreamYard. We do these town halls every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific. We do them for a few reasons. One is to stay in tune with you guys, go through the same flow you guys do with your own shows. Two is to answer any of your questions. So if there's anything you'd like us to touch on tonight, feel free to leave them in the chat. We'll do our best to address them. And then three, I always make sure I mention our three pillars, which are ease of use, stability, and professional streams. So if you're about those three things, StreamYard is the tool for you. See lots of you already in the chat tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. Nice to see all of you here from all over the world. Jim saying hi from Pittsburgh. Nice to have you here, Jim. Before I forget, lots of shows going on these days. So we got StreamYard Spotlight Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's a show featuring you guys from the community. Dana and Kelsey interview StreamYard users and how they're having success with live streaming. And they're looking for guests again. So if you're interested in participating, feel free to reach out to Dana. We have live stream reviews Saturdays at noon Eastern. We also have channel reviews with Dean Inman and Daniel Batal on Saturdays as well. So be on the lookout for those. Coffee with the Ducks Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, which is a show if you want to get to know more of the StreamYard team. Dana and Jorge interview team members, which is lots of fun. Now Julie's doing live stream Impact Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So tons of stuff going on. Definitely check out everything happening on all the channels. Another really big thing this week is the Live Stream Success Summit on April 15th, which is this Thursday. You'll definitely want to tune into that. Tons of awesome stuff happening during that summit. We've got Seth Godin speaking, Amy Landino, Stu McLaren, Nick Nimmin, Dean Nimmin, Daniel Batal, Roberta Blake, tons and tons of people. I'm missing tons of names. It's going to be a great summit. We're also making a couple really big feature announcements. So if you're curious about what's coming up in summer for StreamYard, you'll want to catch that because we'll be making some really cool announcements. In case you guys don't know the link for it, it's just streamyard.com/SY summit. So if you're in the chat, Dana, hopefully you could leave that for us. Ariel says, this month it's my birthday with StreamYard with 100% uptime. Thanks for a fantastic year together. That's awesome to hear, Ariel. Thanks.
Excellent.
Alan says, greetings from Malaysia. Thanks for tuning in, Alan. Kirk says he's got his calendar blocked off for the summit. Looking forward to it. That's awesome, Kirk.
Great.
We'll see you there. Dean tuning in, saying hi. Hey, Dean, it's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Let's see if we have any questions here. Tony says, where's my plush SY duck full body with little headphones? We do have some new merch announcements that we'll make at the end of the stream tonight. So make sure you stay till the end. We'll be doing a giveaway. And yeah, Tony, I'll be curious what you think of the new things we have. Hey, Marissa, hope you're doing well. Let's see. One thing I did want to mention is Periscope Twitter update. So we mentioned this last week, but just want to remind for anyone who missed it last week is Periscope is officially being sunset by Twitter, but everything is going to be moved over to Twitter Live. So if you have Periscope connected and you're currently using Periscope to go live to Twitter, everything still will work exactly as it has in the past. If you were only going live to Periscope and not Twitter, you'll now just have to go onto Periscope and connect your Twitter so that you can now go live to Twitter. And eventually, there'll be some new integrations and whatnot for Twitter Live, but that migration is going to happen slowly. But you can keep going live on Twitter, so no worries there. One question we did have for you guys was about Twitch categories. So I don't know, I'm curious how many of you are actually going live to Twitch, but for those of you that are, right now, every Twitch stream is automatically in the talk shows and podcasts section. We were just curious if there's any other categories you guys stream to, and if so, what are they? And if you'd like to have the option to, I assume if you do, you'd like to have the option to change categories, but just curious to learn more about what other categories you might be streaming to on Twitch. Cool.
Yeah, so the non-gaming ones is mostly, well, talk shows and podcasts, just chatting, sports.
Sports.
Well, they're always adding new ones, so
yeah, that one might be coming in. So let us know. Colin says 20 plus hours of live streaming 10-pin bowling tournament over the weekend with StreamYard. Thanks for the platform. It sounds like an awesome stream, Colin. Thanks for sharing.
Cool.
Gabriel says, question for broadcasters here. Which platform do you prefer, YouTube or Facebook? I love both YouTube and Facebook. I think they're great for different things.
Yeah, I think it really does depend what you're streaming about, what your content is, where your audience already is. Huge pros and cons of both. But you can also stream to both as well.
Dennis says, I'm excited about the summit and have met Seth G in person at Udemy Live in San Francisco a few years ago. Have a photo with him. That's awesome.
Cool.
Tristan, thanks for sharing the link. Yeah, we have got quite a few people signed up. I think it's up to 11.5 thousand or something. So exciting.
Cool.
Oh, cool. David does stream to Twitch, uses it for the wrestling podcast. Fantastic. JS says, wouldn't it be cool to have an updatable score bug? Woohoo. Hashtag weekly question from Scott. We've got that one noted down, Scott, but we appreciate you reminding us. And it's something that we are open to. Jamie says, wait, what was the category again? Right now, Jamie, the category that everything gets streamed into is talk shows and podcast section. And we were just curious if there's any other categories that you guys are going live to and whether or not it's a problem for you not being able to change the category. Yolanda says, hey, first-time viewer, StreamYard user. Thanks for tuning in, Yolanda. Nice to see you here. Dave says, any thoughts to add more than 10 brand folders? Double would be great for my needs. Hashtag the yard. Yes. I don't know if it'll specifically be the folders, Dave, but we're working to address that in a different way. So something that will fit your needs there should be ready relatively soon.
Yeah.
Eric says, excited for Twitter Live. Yeah, I'm super excited for Twitter Live because I think it'll mean they're probably putting some more energy and resources into live video in general on Twitter. So super excited about that.
Cool. And one follow-up question for you, Dave, about the extra brands. I'd just be curious what the need is there. Like, are you producing for other people and there's a ton of brands? Do you just have a bunch of different shows yourself? Do you just have a ton of assets? Like, what is kind of the reason for needing so many brands? Always useful to know kind of the underlying reason.
Jamie says he does stream to talk shows and podcasts. Very cool. Charles Matthew Show says, QA stylist pen to show and point when doing a class. So there's nothing directly in StreamYard that allow you to do that, Charles, but there's programs that basically allow you to bring in like an iPad or a tablet, and that would essentially allow you to do what you're trying to do, I think. What's it? There's a couple of those programs, right, Dan?
So I like for bringing a phone or something else?
A tablet. I assume it would work the same.
So I use Reflector 3 for tablets. Not just like, yeah, basically like shows you can get it to easily show your tablet and then or have your tablet on your computer, and then you can kind of screen share that. That works well. Could also use a program on your computer, but then you can't use a stylus. Well, depending on your computer, I guess.
Michael says, please, I know my partner in crime, Heather Crafter, wants the arts and creative Twitch category. That's good feedback. Thanks, Michael. I actually forgot that was a category, so that's good to know. Let's see. I think I missed something here. But thank you guys for the comments. Another question I had for you guys was mobile streaming. So how many of you, I'm curious, not just joining from as a guest on your phone or using it for a multiple camera angle, I'm curious how many of you actually host streams from phones and what kind of stuff you're doing? Like, is it from actually like outside locations where you're on the road or something like that? Curious how many of you are streaming from the phone as a host and what you're actually doing when you do those streams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, is it once in a while? Is it all the time? I know it's come in handy, at least for us once, when our internet was having issues and we had to go into our data. Or if your computer dies or something. It can be handy for that, but does anyone actually use it? Not just for that, but also for the full show.
IRC says, going to use StreamYard to help celebrate my father-in-law's 95-year-old birthday party with kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids across Canada as a surprise. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Cool.
Let's see here. Eric says, had 3 successful streams with StreamYard just this week. Thanks for the platform. Of course, Eric. Thanks so much for sharing. Tony says, I do mobile streams, real estate home tours, live open houses with viewer questions taken / answered. That's awesome, Tony. I'll have to check out some of your streams.
That's cool.
Sharon says, one more time, please. How can I share a phone? I need to demo an app in an upcoming broadcast. So that's what Dan was mentioning, Sharon, is you can use an app like Reflector 3 to essentially mirror what's on your phone onto the computer and then screen share that. The other option, if you're on a Mac, is I think you can actually do it just using QuickTime. If you connect the phone to your computer, you can actually see the screen in QuickTime and screen share that. I've never actually done it myself, but I've been told that works well.
Cool. Yeah, basically the gist is you use some kind of program to hook up your phone to your computer so that you can basically just see what's happening on your phone in an application on your computer, regardless of what that application is. I'm sure there's a lot of them. And then you're just going to screen share that application from StreamYard. It works very well. It really does work nicely.
Thanks, Tristan. Tristan says, yeah, you can share the phone in QuickTime cable and share application. Awesome.
Cool.
Chris says, we interview guests throughout the entertainment industry, from artists, actors, authors, and athletes. Fantastic. Joe says, I plan to use mobile this summer when I attend fandom conventions, plus when I host mine in October if things open back up. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess right now there's probably not as much of a need, right?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. There's not too many in-person applications at the moment. Steven says, we're doing first Azure Cosmos DB conference with StreamYard. Cool, Steven. I'll have to check that out. Kerry says, I host and broadcast on tablet often. The biggest problem is sharing. Reason is on the road. I'm curious, Kerry, when you say the biggest problem is sharing, do you mean being able to like screen share on the tablet? Let me know. Cheryl says she sometimes uses it on the phone from work. Very cool. Luke says, any updates for Hop and Chat integration, please? So Summit is this Thursday, Luke. Not going to say specifically what the updates are, but there's several really big, exciting updates happening during the Summit. Some of them are related to the Hop and integration, so be sure to check that out. Let's see here. Tristan says, my mom does, age 70, mobile streaming, that is, #GoLiveGranny, shows off the community garden they're building and showing off the outstanding natural beauty where she lives. That's awesome, Tristan.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Flash in your pan says, not as a whole, but coming this summer, it'll be needed while out on locations. Noted.
Sweet.
A couple people saying they would do it on the phone more often if they weren't in lockdown. Yeah, I kind of gapped that. That is a very good point.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we go ahead and announce the new merch we have, Dan? I think people will be pretty excited.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it took a while for it to finally come in, especially Tony, assuming you're still watching. I think you'll be pretty excited. So we do have a new piece of merch now in stock, which is the StreamYard duck. Here, let me remove the comment so you can see it.
I love it.
But yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's now in the merch store. We'll be giving away a couple tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun. I hope you win, Tony. But yeah, I think it'll be a really cool thing to have in like your background as a cool prop. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. I'll go ahead and move it off of screen. But yeah, it took longer in production than I thought. It was like probably 5 or 6 months, but happy that it's finally ready. And you'll actually get one potentially before us, because we actually haven't. It just became available, so we actually don't have a physical one on hand yet.
It's awesome.
And the #the yards are already rolling in.
I'm a huge fan of that duck. It's a great backdrop item. If you got a shelf or something, man, that's nice.
Tristan says, can I re-enter tonight as I want the duck? For sure, Tristan, you can re-enter. Lots of cool feedback here. Bonnie says, so cute. Awesome. Thanks, Bonnie.
Should we also announce the name now that we have an actual duck, or should we hold off on that?
Have we never said the name ever?
I don't think so.
I think some people already know the name, but the name of the duck is Puddles. Puddles the StreamYard duck. Chris says, I registered for the summit, but I cannot attend live. will the recordings be available? Yes, there will be recordings available for the summit. Just make sure you're RSVP'd and you'll have access to the recordings. Jane says your merchandise looks great. Love a duck. Also loving being able to do a LinkedIn Live and broadcast directly to my profile banner concurrently. Yeah, I just saw that. That's a really cool update from LinkedIn Live. The ability to see people live directly on the profile. We should talk about that more in depth next town hall. I haven't tested it much myself.
Cool.
Stefan says, I'd also love the duck because I think I'm the only one who actually uses the pillow instead of displaying it. That's cool that you actually use it as a pillow. I feel like it looks better than it feels. Like it's a nice pillow, but it definitely seems like more for showing off than. But if you find it comfortable, Stefan, that's great. Brian says, please, we want full control of the guest camera and audio, where they cannot turn their camera/audio on if we mute them or turn their camera off. I've probably already asked you this in the past, Brian, but if you could remind me, I'm very curious what the sort of show format is. Where I'm just curious, like why you would mute the guest and they would unmute themselves without you wanting them to. Like, is it just you have guests that you don't really have full control over them? I'm just curious why the guest would be unmuting themselves when you want them muted. Just curious to know.
Yeah, and I guess similar question for camera. Like, is the reason for turning the camera off instead of like just what are they doing that you want to turn their camera off, but not just remove them from the stream? Like you want to keep getting their audio. I'm guessing probably the answer to Gaige's question will probably answer that one as well.
Sounds like Tony's excited for the duck. Awesome, Tony. All right, shall we go ahead and do the giveaway, Dan?
Cool.
Stephen says check old Insta pics. You mentioned puddles in there. Yeah, I think actually that's true. One of the original Instagram pictures, we mentioned the name of the duck.
Cool. All right, let me screen share this.
Cool. So for anyone who hasn't been to one of these giveaways before, if you just type in hashtag the yard, you'll be eligible to win. And yeah, we'll be giving away. Let's do.
I thought we were giving away a duck.
Yeah, I was just thinking, should we do something in addition to the duck or just the duck?
Whatever you're feeling.
Let's just do the duck. That's fun. We'll just do the duck.
Cool.
And let's do
duck in the mug, or
yeah, let's do a duck in a mug, and let's do, since tonight it's new merch and it's special. Let's do 2 giveaways instead of just one. That'll be fun.
Sweet. All right, we'll give you a sec to type in the comments.
Tristan says duck in a mug. I think it does actually fit nicely inside the mug.
Yeah.
The mug is big enough. Yeah. Tony says the duck is mine. I'm rooting for you, Tony. I hope you win.
That would be good. Very first draw ever.
Dennis says drum roll. Yes, it'll be an exciting one.
Cool. I think we're ready.
Cool.
Let's do this, everyone. The first person ever to win the StreamYard Puddles duck is
Tommy. Congrats to Tommy. You're the first ever. You might be the first person to receive it ever. So congratulations. I'll just show it on screen one more time so you see what it looks like. But yeah, you'll have a proud owner of a StreamYard plush duck. I also saw Dana in the giveaway. I don't think you're eligible, Dana, but I appreciate the attempt.
cool. Are we going again?
Yeah, we'll do one more for tonight.
Let's do it. Good luck, everyone.
Son of a pizza
right.
man. Congrats. I think you tune pretty frequently. So yeah, awesome that you won. And yeah, just Dana will reach out to you to get your information so that we can mail you the StreamYard plush duck. And yeah, hopefully we'll see it in your next next live stream. I think it's a pretty cool prop.
It's a great prop. Exciting.
Another thing I want to mention, haven't mentioned it for a couple weeks now, but as a reminder, we do have a StreamYard blog now, and so many of you have awesome content to share, awesome topics. So be sure to, if you're interested in contributing, StreamYard.com/contact. There's a form that you can submit if you're interested. And yeah, we'd love to feature you on the blog. So if you're interested, be sure to fill that out.
Cool. If anyone has any other merch suggestions as well, let us know.
Jane says, how did you do the draw? Is it an app? So that's definitely a popular question. It is something that Dan just made sort of as a one-off for us to be able to do the giveaway, but it is requested so frequently. And we did bring it up last time. We are working to make something that's essentially the same that you guys can use yourselves. So if you have any feedback there on what you'd like to see from it, other than what we're currently doing with it now, as far as like, being able to change the colors or choose the word or whatever, it'd be cool to know your feedback.
Yeah, still exploring it, but definitely get enough requests that it probably makes sense to make something.
Jack says was rooting for Tommy to win both, so we get the double ducks. Very cool.
That would be cool.
Lots of congratulations being passed for Tommy and Son of a Pizza Man. Absolutely, congrats. Agent says stickers would be great prizes. That's a good idea. Stickers would be fun.
Cool.
Charles says keep the duck. Give me the program. We're working on it, Charles. Carly says duct tape in all colors. Hashtag elbow cop. Cool idea.
That's good.
Thanks for tuning in, Carly. Carly did a bunch of work on the StreamYard Summit, so be sure to check that out. Michael wants a baseball cap. Awesome.
Sweet.
Desmond says that duck needs security guards. I guess because it's so desirable. I didn't see too much feedback on the Twitch category. That might be just because we don't have too many people streaming to Twitch, but we are curious about that. So let us know.
Yeah.
Team Taylor says different themes for drawing app would be great. Birthdays, anniversaries, etc. For the giveaway tool. That's a cool idea.
Interesting. Yeah.
Lots of interesting feedback for the merch. Daniel's looking for socks. Some puddles ducks on some socks would definitely be fun.
Cool.
Mouse pads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Overlays as a giveaway prize. That'd be fun. We could have like there's like tons of people in the community that do overlays and stuff. So we could have like a package, like you could get an on-brand overlay developed for you or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, we're getting close to the end here. So if there's any final thoughts or questions you guys want us to touch on, do let me know. See if there's anything else we wanted to touch on. Do you have any questions for tonight, Dan? I think we got to most of them.
Not this week. Probably saving some of the content for the event as well.
Yeah, I guess we already mentioned that, but just to reiterate, during that event, we will be making like one of the biggest features and announcements this Thursday. So it'll definitely be something worth watching. So be sure to check that out. Paul says, #ask. The separate audio files are awesome, but what about separate video files? It's certainly something we're open to, Paul. I'd be curious. Is the use case essentially the exact same thing as, I guess it's slightly different for audio files. It's mostly for creating a podcast. For the videos, is it just for repurposing the content, I assume? And also, I'd be curious if you'd prefer a local recording, like where it's just directly on the person's computer, or if essentially just individual tracks. It's sort of a technical question, I guess, but individual tracks of what's actually going to the cloud would be more useful. I think you're pretty technical, so you might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and most curious what you use them for.
Stefan says, is there still time to register for the event? Missed the info? Yeah, absolutely. I'll type it in the chat again, but it's just StreamYard.com/XY Summit. It's 100% free, and it'll be tons of great content. So check it out.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of good speakers there.
Joe Dog says, saving new requests for next week. Want to get it under 200 characters and make sense. Not sure.
I think he's got a request that he's trying to figure out how to word.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to it, Joe Dog. Tristan says, separate video would mean repurposing would be even better. Either would work, but local means we would need to collect. Not necessarily. We could set something up where it's recorded locally and at the end it gets uploaded, but it does have its own set of complications.
A lot of ways, yeah.
Seeing lots of requests regarding hotkeys. Don't have a particular date, but it's definitely something that's been requested for a super long time, and it's something we do plan to add. Yeah,
and on the topic of hotkeys, any specific things you'd really love to see with that feature, like any things you'd really love to have hotkeys for, definitely let us know. Like, changing layouts, adding or removing people from the screen, like whatever it is that's kind of the biggest one for you. Maybe if you can just let us know what that is in the comments.
Bob Nelson says, for the giveaway tool, does it allow for the same winner only within a set time frame, only 30 days, for example? That's a cool idea. That's a good suggestion for the tool. But no, right now it's just off memory. And if someone did happen to win twice, we'd probably just give it to them. But yeah, that's good feedback. All right, let's see if we can find one final comment or question, and we'll wrap things up here. Flash in your pan asking about replays of the summit. Yes, if you just RSVP, you'll get the replays emailed to you. Let's see. H and Bay says, another vote for hotkeys. It's certainly a popular one, and we have it on the list. I think people got very excited when I mentioned it, because there's lots of other plus ones. Paul says, hashtag hotkey, mute all, unmute all, or select a number of people in the backstage to change their audio levels in mass. Thanks for the feedback, Paul.
Interesting. And to change their audio levels mean like the actual volume level? Like you want to just cut everyone's down to half and make this other person louder? Be curious for the use case there.
Cool. This was episode 118 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. Excited to continue giving away Puddles the dog. Hope you guys are a fan. I was pretty stoked that finally came in. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week at the same time, and be sure to check out that summit Thursday. It'll be an awesome event.
Awesome. See you at the summit and next week, everyone.